The name public art is what it is, public. Public conversation. It's a dialogue with the landscape and the people.
APA, through their work for the past 150 years, they've given us an identity. We are known as a public art city. We are known for having some of the most diverse, eclectic public artworks, and visitors come now looking for our public art.
The origins really were based on a civic movement that decided that the city would benefit from the addition of public art. So we say now, art for everyone, anytime, but that really was the message from the very beginning of this organization 150 years ago.
Placing a monument or a sculpture or a work of art is storytelling. And often it can be the story that a community needs to be heard. The Association for Public Art today really is pushing that inclusion of multiple voices and commissioning works to go into neighborhoods.
For the New Landmarks program, we really inverted the public art process that had come before then, where the ideas were not necessarily driven by the artists, they were driven by the communities.
The sculpture for the New Landmarks program is El Teatro de la Luna from Rafael Ferrer. And a few years back, with a renewed effort and revitalization of the community, the park was refurbished. So I think this is what public art can do. The idea that over time, and as time goes on, it actually gets better, it can contribute to the community, I think it's one of those really great success stories.
Permanency. It's that permanent work that will be owned by citizens. And I think that as we move on from generation to generations, the work becomes a testimony for not only their lives, but for the collective experience of that community.
It's wonderful. I hear stories of people who say, I used to walk through that with my father when I was little.
I remember when we put Fingerspan in and the first walk through, I realized I am walking through this finger that's based on the Michelangelo finger reaching out to God. I mean, this is connections to the past, but also it's functional. It's a bridge. And so there are many reasons why public works are important. They beautify, they celebrate, they honor, they memorialize. And sometimes we can even sit on them.
So in addition to commissioning permanent works, the association also has been involved with commissioning temporary works, and that enables us to allow artists to do projects they might not otherwise do, but it also enables us to bring people together at night, in the winter, under various circumstances where they interact with people that they might not know or ever have any contact with otherwise. And we saw that with Sai Guo-Chang's Fireflies. That is such an exciting possibility for public art. Public art is dynamic, just as a city is dynamic, just as the public changes and evolves. And we see that today, where ideas revolving around representation and history are all now at the forefront of our thinking about public art. And this organization really was thinking about those ideas.
I think that I can be in front of a piece and try to figure it out even when it was created hundreds of years ago. And I can look at contemporary art created within a decade ago and begin to look at history in a more expansive way.
That visual evidence that this happened, or that this is possible, or that this is beauty, that visible evidence impacts people. it can become an experience that's affirming. And in the past, that was not always the case.
In cities like Philadelphia, creating public art for over 150 years, we have to look at some of the art that we've created. Do we have to look at some of our public art and recontextualize it? If we're going to reflect the values of the city, we should constantly be looking at our public art, and I think that is something that APA will be a leader in.
The Association for Public Art is the standard bearer that's really forging a path to how we look at public art in the future.
The future of public art is attentive and reflective. There will be more attention to who is represented, what ideas are reflected, and it just opens up the opportunities for what can happen in the future. And I hope we'll see things that we can't even imagine today.